Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair powered by StriveScan. My name is Sibel Rasim. I will be your facilitator for today's session. Super excited to have you and super excited to have our panelists and presenters here today. They're very excited to tell you a little bit about their amazing schools. But first, before we get started, just some housekeeping items for everybody to know about. Your camera and microphone are going to be turned off as an attendee, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So it is really important that you understand that because you're probably going to want to ask questions, but how do you do that? So your questions are going to be asked in the Q&A button in your Zoom toolbar. So there's a little icon there that says Q&A in your Zoom toolbar, and you'll go ahead and use that button to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. I stress at any time because we do not have a live Q&A happening at the end with your questions. So the presenters can answer these questions throughout the entire college fair. Not only that, but if you could please do us a favor and put the institution's name within the question, that's going to be super helpful so we know who the question goes to. Also, this is the last session for this particular type of college fair for this area. But if you did or you are interested in your local area's other virtual college fairs, just check the schedule on the website because there are plenty more sessions happening with college presentations that are offered. Now, let's say if maybe mom missed out on today and wants to check out these schools, or you have a friend that wants to check them out, or maybe you just want to relive the fun with us, you can do so because all sessions are being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CASDANY. So you can definitely check it out there. All right, last but not least, check the chat. Our panelists and presenters could be putting in some awesome information in the chat, like their contact info or links that they want you to check out. So please do so there. All right, we have our first institution up for today. It's the University of Massachusetts Lowell.
Hi everyone, how you doing? Hopefully you can hear me. I'm Troy Lazaro. I'm the Senior Assistant Director at Multicultural and Multicultural Advisor here at UMass Lowell. I've been here for going on around about 12, going on 13 years. It's been a great experience here at UMass Lowell. I want to give you a quick overview of the school. We are one of 4 UMass schools in the system, UMass Amherst being the largest. We are the second largest in Lowell, 25 minutes outside of the city of Boston. Then you have UMass Boston, which is the second largest, and then UMass Dartmouth, which is the 4th largest. Like I said, we are located in the city of Lowell. Lowell is the Industrial Revolution birthplace, so we definitely utilize that. We're right along the Merrimack Valley River, where we have East Campus, North Campus, and South Campus. Don't worry, there are shuttles that run back and forth through the campuses to allow you to get to the specific campuses that you need to get to. North Campus being your science, technology, math, engineering, and business. South Campus, all of your health and humanities-based topics. We are known for our worldwide and world-renowned science, math, technology, and engineering courses, but we do offer tons of different majors across the board. Our colleges are College of Education, College of Fine Arts and Humanities and Social Sciences, Francis College of Engineering, Kennedy College of Science, the Manning School of Business, the Zuckerberg College of Health Science, and the Honors College. We are one of the most culturally diverse schools in all of Massachusetts, around about 43% student of color at the school. We really put a lot of emphasis on diversity, equity, and inclusion here at UMass Lowell. So we really enjoy our diversity at the school and really put a lot of emphasis on students being leaders and being able to be bridge builders, not only in their fields, but throughout the world as well, as far as the outlook of the school. We are happy to say that we are back on campus in full. We are a vaccinated campus, so we do require coronavirus vaccines, as it has given us an opportunity to be able to get the students back to what you would I guess normally see as a normal college life, with over 275 different clubs and organizations, Division I sports. We're known for our hockey, basketball second, and a few other sports as well, but we are pretty much fully stocked with sports. Like I said, and as you saw earlier, we are a city-based campus. we have a plethora of different opportunities for students to apply at the university. Our first opportunity is coming up soon, with November 4th being our early action deadline. Early action does set you up for an opportunity to be able to connect with some of the majors earlier on and be able to be automatically looked at for scholarships. Our next our opportunity for students to apply will be Early Action 2, which would be in January, on January 4th. We also have an open house coming up November 14th. So definitely sign up for that if you are interested in what UMass Lowell has to offer. We are a great school, like I said, located outside of the metro area of Boston in the city of Lowell. And for the most part, you know, we're all encompassing school, offering everything from science, math, technology, and engineering straight through to your humanities and health, as well as music and art being there as well. If you have other questions, I will be here, and please put them in the chat. And I just wanted to say thank you very much for the opportunity.
All right, thank you so much. If you have any questions for UMass Lowell, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have Massachusetts Maritime Academy.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Al Seitz. I'm the Director of Admissions at Mass Maritime Academy. I wanted to give you some great information about the state of Massachusetts Leadership University. We are part of the Massachusetts state system, very similar to UMass Lowell, except we're a special mission school. Here at UMass, at Mass Maritime, we are located 1 hour south of Boston. We're right on the Cape Cod Canal. We have over 1,500 undergraduate students. And with our graduate program, we have over 1,600 students total. As I mentioned, we are a public university of the state of Massachusetts. We're one of the 6 state maritime academies in the United States. We are very STEM-based. We have 15 Division III athletic clubs and varsity sports, as well as clubs and intramural sports as well. We only have 7 specific majors. They are all relative to STEM-based careers: marine engineering, marine transportation, facilities engineering, energy systems engineering, emergency management, international maritime business, and marine science. We're very, very focused on learn, do, and learn. Experiential learning is a key component of our entire educational philosophy. And our programs lead to careers not only on sea, but in land as well. One of the unique attributes of Mass Maritime Academy, unlike some of the other state academies around the United States, is our students, our entire student population, are in the Regiment and Cadet Corps, which is really preparing students to become leaders in their chosen career fields, enhance their academic programs and their career success. And it's really an opportunity for students to not be followers, but become leaders. Now, a lot of people have a misconception to think that students are required to join the military when they come to the academy. However, that is not the case. About 15% of our students do decide to pursue military opportunities upon graduation, whether it be through the Navy or the Army or the Marines or even the Coast Guard as officers. And if that's something that you're interested in doing during your college experience, we can help you do that. However, 85% of our graduates go off and work in the real world without being in the military. However, they have that leadership discipline in their pockets as well. We have great athletic programs at Mass Maritime, NCAA Division III. We also have club and intramural sports, student government, all kinds of clubs and organizations relevant to student life and your career path. What types of students are we looking for in our applicant pool? Typically, we're looking for students that have above a 3.0 GPA. Particularly, we're going to be looking at your academic rigor that you took in high school. We're going to be looking particularly at your math and science courses. Our energy systems engineering and emergency management are our most competitive programs. So I would strongly advise you to apply early. You can apply online on our own application, or we are part of the Common App as well. SATs are optional. However, we will be looking at them if you submit them. Please make sure that you include that in your application, because when we review your application, they can't hurt you. All they can do is help you. Our application, our early action deadline is November 15th. You get everything in that that is required here on the screen, your transcripts, your personal essay, 2 letters of recommendation. And as I said, your SAT or ACT scores by the 15th of November. You will receive a decision from me by the Christmas holiday season. Our priority deadline is February 15th. Most traditional students in high school do not apply much after that. However, our final deadline for the fall is April 15th. That is typically more for transfer students. We have some open houses coming up, November 6th and November 20th. Those are both on Saturday. You get an opportunity to meet with faculty, get a presentation on your session, get tours of our ships and our facilities and our deck simulator. We also have daily tours that are available by appointment, and we also have many virtual programs as well that you can schedule through our website. If you're interested in receiving more information, you can take a picture of this QR code, scan it, it'll take you to our learn more information form. And if you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or anyone else on our wonderful admissions team. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
All righty, thank you so much. If you have any questions for them, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have Berkeley College.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Anita Jones. I'm a high school and community relations rep, and I work with admissions at Berkeley College. And so I'd like to share a little bit of information that makes us a little unique. So the first thing I want to show you is some of the awards that we've gotten recently. And one of the things that we're really proud of is that we were voted one of the best regional colleges in the North, and that was for our New Jersey campus, but our New York City campuses have also won awards. And according to US News and World Report college surveys, we're one of the top economic diversity and least debt lists. We're also one of the top online degree program schools as well. So we've done that 8 years in a row, actually. So let me share with you a little bit more about Berkeley. One of the things that I wanted to share with you is how our admissions process is a little different. It didn't come up properly, but one of the things that we do, we like to get students to visit first. So visiting is very important. I put a link, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. I actually meant to put this in the chat, but we are having career webinars every week. We have different ones throughout the month with guest speakers, professors, and current students, because we're career focused, but we're also student focused. We have monthly virtual open houses. Our next one is coming up this Saturday. We have 3 sessions where you can meet faculty, staff, and students. We do have weekly college information sessions at 6:30 p.m. on Monday nights. And we also offer virtual FAFSA workshops for students, families, and schools. But that admissions process is really important. It is that visit, your first step in the admissions process, and then your application. There's no essay on the general application, but there is one for certain scholarships and the honors program. Acceptance, SATs and ACTs are not required. We did give away $40 million in institutional aid last year from the average student to the honors student, and we have 3 semesters a year. And I'd like to show you what that means. So what does that mean? Here, and okay, let me go here for a second. So with any degree, we actually have 3 schools: the business, School of Health Studies, and professional studies. I'm actually on the Berkeley website, as you can see. One thing I would like to point out is that if you get any business degree, we have a 4-year Master's of Business Administration and BBA program. What does that mean? With our academic calendar, we actually have 3 semesters a year, so fall, winter, and spring. That means that a student can actually get a degree in a shorter period of time. So for example, if you want an associate's degree, that can take you a year and 4 months, right? That's 4 semesters. If you want a bachelor's degree, that can take you 2 years and 8 months. If you're going into the master's program, you would start taking your master's classes as an undergraduate so that you could finish in 4 years. And you could also save money that way. As I said, Berkeley is career focused, but student focused. So we do have industry experts help us to determine what students need to be accepted or as a professional in the world. We have comprehensive support services and resources available. I think I closed out the campuses, but we have dedicated faculty members who have their masters, their doctorates, and they have professional experience. So you're being taught not just from a book, but from their personal lives as well. Classes are small. Pre-COVID, we had an 18:1 ratio. Post-COVID, it's about 12 to 14. And we do have day, evening, weekend, and online courses that provides flexibility. And we have a career services department that not only helps students identify internships, but also provides them with free career assistance for the rest of their lives. In terms of the financial aid, as I said, $40 million goes from the average student to the honor student. When you get to the 3.0 range, we would have you either submit your SAT or ACT scores or take a 20-minute scholarship exam once you're accepted. There are about 30 different scholarship opportunities. This is just a sample of some of them. And then finally, again, the only thing that we're looking for in terms of your admissions process is that visit, an application, and then acceptance. Again, it's going to be based either off your SATs or ACTs or the College Board Placement Exam. Then we'll determine from your transcript how much financial aid you qualify for in terms of Berkeley institutional aid. And then once we get through that, you can decide and register for classes. So I'm going to put in a link into the chat very quickly to, let me get through this, stop sharing with that. A link in the chat, and that link is going to help you to get information and invitations to those events I spoke about. All right. And if you have questions, let me know. I think my email address. Well, my link is here. It's available for as long as the workshop is up. So today it'll be changed over to the next school that I go to. And if you have any questions, you can always ask me. Thanks so much. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you so much. If you have any questions for Berkeley College, please put it in the Q&A. Next up, we have Ramapo College of New Jersey.
Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kelly Duran. I am one of the admissions counselors here at Ramapo College. So getting started, the most important things to know about Ramapo especially is we are a suburban campus located up in northern New Jersey, up in Mahwah, New Jersey. So we are named from the Ramapo Mountains. There's a lot of nature, a lot of trees, a lot of greenery right around campus, and the Ramapo Mountains are right by our campus as well. We have about 6,000 students altogether between undergraduate and graduate students. We are the smallest four-year public college in New Jersey. We have faculty members that will teach and mentor. We have no teaching assistants, no graduate assistants. So our student to faculty ratio is 16:1. There are no lecture hall courses anywhere on campus as well. Our average class size is 21. Largest class student will ever have is 35. And we also are test optional. So for all of our undergraduate majors and also all of our 4+1 programs as well. So going over our academic school, so starting off, so we have about 100 different majors, minors, and concentrations for students to choose from. So over on the right, you can see our 5 academic schools. So first are School of Business. Most popular programs are accounting, management, finance, as well as marketing. Our School of Contemporary Arts, our most popular programs are communication, music, animation, as well as theater. Our School of Humanities and Global Studies, most popular programs are English, history, Spanish, as well as political science. Our School of Social Science and Human Services, most popular programs are education, psychology, criminology, as well as social work. And then lastly, our School of Theoretical and Applied Sciences, our most popular programs are biology, environmental science, computer science, as well as nursing. We have a few 4+1 options for students to do their undergraduate while doing their master's program at Ramapo. So those are also in accounting, business administration, creative music technology, data science, social work, as well as special education. And then, as I mentioned, all of our programs are test optional. We do have a few joint programs where those have SAT or ACT that are required for students to submit. So those are for dental medicine, optometry, osteopathic medicine, pharmacy, physical therapy, and then also for law school as well. And then also for all of our undergraduate majors, students will typically do at least either 2 internships or clinical experiences or practicums or whatever that's going to look like for your specific major as well before graduation. There are internships available for all majors. We have about 10,000 internships altogether for students and normally about 400 employers who will visit campus annually each year. We have about 1,000 internships in New York City alone, and then we also have international internship opportunities available for students as well. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about ways to be able to get involved. So first, as the world slowly starts to open up a little bit more, getting back to our study and interning abroad program. So we have about 500 programs globally for students. We go to about 60 different countries. They can range from a week-long program to a year-long program. Most popular time students will go is in the summer, which is typically about a 5-week program. And then also internships in 45 of those countries as well. We have 16 Division III sports teams. Most popular are basketball, baseball, soccer, track and field, swimming and diving, lacrosse, as well as tennis. Our competitive club sports, cheerleading, ice hockey, as well as dance, and then also intramural sport leagues as well. And then for student activities, we have about 150 different student clubs, organizations, anything from academic, social, community service-based, sororities and fraternities, and leadership programs for students to get involved in. And then also living on campus. So these are our 3 first-year residence halls, Pine Hall, Mackin Hall, as well as Bischoff. There is free laundry, heat, and AC in all of our residence halls. All of them are set up suite style. So you're never sharing a bathroom on the entire floor of people, just specifically the people you're going to be living with. There are no communal bathrooms. And also cars are allowed on campus and housing is guaranteed all 4 years. We are ranked #1 the best college dorms in New Jersey by niche.com and ranked in the top 2% nationally, something that we're pretty proud of. And then talking a little bit about admissions requirements. So first, application, we are on the Common App, the Ramapo application, or the Coalition app. So whatever option you want to be able to apply, you also would need your high school transcript. Our average GPA is about a 3.4 GPA. Require at least 1 letter of recommendation, but we recommend at least 2, either from a teacher, counselor, coach, supervisor of your job, whoever can write you the best one. Possible additional things you'll have to submit depending on what classes you are currently taking throughout high school. If you're taking any AP exams, you'll be submitting those at the end of the year, as well as any college or university transcripts at the end of the year for dual enrollment. And then also for our college honors program, there's a separate essay that students will complete. And then for our deadlines, so first is early decision, which is November 1st. Students will get notified no later than December 5th. Early action is December 15th. It is also the deadline for students interested in nursing, biology, and scholarship consideration. They will be notified no later than February 1st. And then for regular decision, which is February 1st, students will be notified no later than March 1st as well. And then otherwise, feel free to be able to connect either Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We do in-person campus tours Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. and 1, and select Saturdays, 10 a.m. and 1 as well. This Sunday, we have our in-person open house. We also, if you can't be able to visit us in person, we have a pretty active virtual campus tour website to be able to learn more. Every Tuesday, we do a Tuesday topic, so you can learn about a different office or different resources on campus. And then instead of combing through our entire website, we have all of our prospective information on ramapo.edu learn for all of our prospective students. And then otherwise, this is all of my contact information and links to all those things that I mentioned. Truly, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for letting me present.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. If you have any questions for Ramapo College, they will be in the Q&A. Next up, we have the College of New Jersey.
Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we are the College of New Jersey.
Hey, Christina.
Okay.
Hey, Christina, you're lagging quite a bit. If you'd like to turn your video off to help your internet out, that's totally fine while you're presenting.
Okay. Hopefully this is better.
Yes, we can hear you a lot better now.
Okay, great. Okay, Christine Facillo, there's a picture of me, so you don't need my video on, which is great. I am the admissions counselor for New York and Connecticut. I'm also an alum, and I'm excited to talk to you about TCNJ. So we are the #1 public college for 5,000 students as per Money Matters title for the last few years. We've also ranked the very above because our tuition is super low, but you can find a lot of great resources at our campus that you wouldn't find at many other undergraduate students. Our average class size is 1 faculty member, so no faculty members to inundate with the amount of students that they're not able to pay attention to you or provide you any special accommodations. We have a great retention rate at 94%. And essentially what that means is that every out of 100 students, 94 of those students are coming back their sophomore year, not looking to transfer out or drop out of college. So something that we're doing, we have over 50 different majors that students can choose from. We have the School of Arts and Communication, Business, Engineering, Education, Nursing, Health and Exercise Science, Humanities and Social Sciences, and our regular sciences. We also have majors for undeclared students and self-design majors for those who are enrolled at the time at TCNJ. And within these majors, there's a plethora of different minors that students can choose from, which is phenomenal. So just because you are involved within the School of Arts and Communication doesn't mean you can't pick up a minor in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. We have 6 different pillars that our students can engage with while at TCNJ. So we have our community engaged learning, which often involves a lot of community service within our local city of Trenton. We have conferences and competitions that a lot of students will take part in. And we have internships that a lot of students will, be involved in before they graduate, and is a great resume experience. Leadership experience, students will partake in with their student involvement organizations. We have research and creative collaboration in which students work closely with faculty members at the time that they're students at TCNJ. And we have study abroad experiences, which are phenomenal for students who are interested in getting that cultural experience and bringing it back to the classroom. We have over 250 different organizations that students can also get involved in, which really acclimate great to the leadership experience. Everything from academic and career advocacy, club sports, fraternity and sorority life, honors societies, media and performance, religious and spiritual, and just general interest clubs. We have over 20 different Division III varsity sports that students can get involved in. We have 10 different men and 10 for women. My best advice for any athletes in the audience is to just reach out to the respective coach of the sport that you're interested in. And that way you can kind of get on each other's radars in terms of what the practices would look like and what it would be like to be on that sport at TCNJ. Like I mentioned, we do have global engagement and studying abroad. Over 400 students do study abroad every year, and that includes our fall and spring semesters, our abbreviated winter and summer sessions. So just because you are involved in a rigorous academic curriculum doesn't mean that studying abroad is out of the question for you. And there are over 50 different countries that students can study abroad in. So a little bit about the application process. We have a holistic application approach, which involves all of these different pieces of the application. So first you'll have to pick a primary or a secondary major as well, and that's how we'll review your application. We will then go into your transcript. So we'll look at your full academic curriculum, what classes you're taking, if you're doing well in those classes. And then we will, again, as aforementioned, look at the major. So again, you'll pick one of these majors, and that's how we will read your application. And then we will see your demonstrator, a campus tour coming for one of our open houses that counts as demonstrated interest. And then we also look at your activity list or resume sheet, so things are involved in outside the classroom. Your letters of recommendation, we look for between 2 to 3, one from being your counselor, another being from an academic. And then the third one we recommend from someone, and we will look at your essay. This should just be free from grammar and spelling errors, but just be genuine and tell the admissions office something about yourself. And we are test optional for this year and the next year as well. So you do not need to submit any test scores. And then these are some specialty applications for anyone who's interested in any of those. And then our deadlines are November 1st, January 1st, and February 1st for our specific deadlines. And I believe that is my time. So I was not sure.
You're okay. I gave you some extra time because you were having some Wi-Fi issues, but no worries there. All right. If you have any questions for the College of New Jersey, go ahead and please put it in the Q&A. Now, if everyone could go ahead and, excuse me, join me via video. Now, Christina, if you would like to, not turn your video on just due to Wi-Fi issues, that is totally fine. And I do have a question for all of you, actually. We're just going to go in presentation order to answer them. Okay, we have a couple minutes here to go ahead and ask these important questions. So the first one would be, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So UMass Lowell, you are first.
Thank you. I guess in this day and age of what we just came out of and what we're, kind of healing from, the opportunity to get on a college campus would be my first advice. Any opportunity that you have to go and do an in-person open house, a student-led tour, anything like that, that you can get feet on the ground and actually see the university this year firsthand, please try to take that opportunity and do it. Last year, a lot of the students had to, really make their choice off of what the college looked like online. So you guys now have the opportunity to be able to go to the college, take a look at it, walk around, and be able to be a part of different open houses and, student-led tours. Definitely take that opportunity, because there's nothing like being able to have a personal one-on-one experience with the university that you're thinking about going to. That way you can actually visually and physically see yourself on campus to find out whether or not this college is the best fit.
Awesome. Thank you. Massachusetts Maritime Academy.
I 110% echo Troy's recommendation. I think without a doubt, and I try to tell students this every day, if you're going to buy a car, you're going to take it for a test drive. You guys are going to the prom, you're going to try on your gown and your tux. You got to go visit the campuses. With that said, I would probably say my advice would be is don't worry about the cost of education, because it's going to be the most important investment that you will make in your entire life. And I tell all students to go visit the schools, apply to the schools that you're interested in, apply for financial aid, and most importantly, work with your guidance counselors in your community and looking for outside scholarships and additional financial aid that's available. It's unfortunate every year there are so many scholarships available for students that go untapped, unused, because it's just as simple that they didn't even apply for them. And I always tell students, listen, if it's $1,000 scholarship and you got to fill out an application and write an essay, get writing, because you know what? Somebody's going to get the scholarship if you don't. So that would be my advice for the day.
Awesome. Thank you. Berkeley College.
So in addition to the visit, in addition to making sure that you apply to schools and get as much scholarship money as you possibly can, I would also add, start looking into career exploration. Because what you want to do is to make sure that the major that you pick is the right one for you, that it's going to lead you into the fields and the positions that you'd like to go into. That's one of the things that we do. That's actually how my daughter got to Berkeley, and how she actually did 2 career workshops to make sure that she liked the degree first and foremost, and the professors and the type of things that you would be studying. So it's really important that you do career exploration, but also check out the school as well, what they do in their terms of career. And again, looking at all the different things that technology offers us today. I mean, we do need the visits, but technology is where we see education going, and we have to embrace it. So if you struggled, it's time to start embracing technology.
Awesome. Thank you. Ramapo College.
Hi. So I would say my biggest piece of advice is you have now met 5 fantastic people from 5 different schools. If you have any questions throughout your college search process, go on that school's website, find out who your admissions counselor is going to be, give us a call, send us an email, text us, whatever it's going to be. We can set up a Zoom, we can meet in person when you're going to be here. We are your point of contact. We will be reading your application. If you do have any questions throughout this entire process, anything you're just not 100% sure about or you want more information about, let us know and we will get you in touch with those right people.
Awesome. Thank you. And the College of New Jersey?
Hi, very similarly to what my colleagues have said, definitely reach out. Don't be a stranger. Be involved and take ownership of the process. So don't be afraid to ask the questions and get involved in what could be your future home. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to be able to go through this process except you. So you have to be happy with the results at the end of the day. So take ownership, ask questions, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there and be open to the ideas of everything.
Awesome stuff. All right. So we do have a few extra minutes. I'm going to ask one more question and we'll again just go in presentation order. And UMass Lowell, you're first. I don't want to put you on the spot here, but what's one thing you want students to remember about your school?
Well, most importantly, what I say separates our school from others is not necessarily programs and things like that. It's the students, and it's the experience that the students get at the campus with one another. I would say, and I pride myself on this, with our school being as diverse as it is, you don't find a lot of pretentiousness at our university. You find students in the process of getting their education together, knowing that they're in this all together, pushing and challenging each other to be the best. So what I would say I want students to remember about our school are the students that are there setting a legacy now, because that's the legacy that we would like for you to set going forward as a leader, as a world changer.
Love it. Awesome. Maritime Academy?
One thing that I would like to let the students know is, we're a very unique institution. Mass Maritime Academy is not for everyone, but for those students that are already driven and organized and have great time management skills and have a passion about being leaders, Massachusetts Maritime Academy can help you get there. And it's just amazing to see the transformation, even after the first couple months, from students at the academy and how they grow and just mature. And they're so well prepared for their career fields, well ahead of many of their peers out there in the world. And that's really what the Maritime Academy education has to offer, your leadership university.
Awesome. Thank you. Berkeley College.
So one of the things that I really like students to know about us is that we do have career-focused programs. Your accredited degree is very important to us, but also your experience in your field that you get before you actually graduate is very critical as well. So you have the accredited degree, the experience in the field, and then you have the connections to the field. So we provide assistance from the time that we first meet you to the time that you get into your career and beyond. And again, we are career focused, but we're also student centered. Students come first. So if you need to adjust your degree, if you need to modify it, if you need assistance in any way, we're going to focus on your success. We want you as a student to be successful. So no matter what it is, if you're changing degrees, if you're applying different courses to a program while you're getting your degree, we want to make sure that you're successful and that we meet your needs.
Awesome. Thank you. Ramapo College of New Jersey.
So my biggest thing that I want you to remember is ultimately, this is your college experience. And we are there to be able to help you every step of the way. If that means a double major, if that means majors, minors, international experience, study abroad experience, co-ops, internships, whatever that is going to look like for your specific college experience, we are going to be there for every step of the way. You're going to have your advisors, you're going to have your counselors, you're going to have all of your student clubs, organizations that you are going to be involved with. And you are going to be able to have the opportunity that the person you are right now is not going to be the person that you're going to be in 4 years. And you're going to be able to also have a say throughout the entire process of your education. The biggest thing I like to note, we just had a new college president who started in July, which we are very excited about. We also had students who were on the search committee for that. And so you have a voice throughout your entire college experience, and you have someone by you through every step of the way, figuring out what that's going to look like for you.
All right, and the College of New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing that I would love students to remember TCNJ by is that we have a low tuition price, and we were named best bang for your buck by Money Magazine for a reason. So our great resources and ability to help students within the 4 years that they're at TCNJ and graduate on time and still have a high retention rate and high drop to grad school placement is all for a reason. So everything that we've done is very purposeful. So we definitely say check out the resources that we have and why our students are happy, and just see what makes our community so fruitful and what it is.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your expertise, all of you, and thank you so much for being here, my panelists and presenters. It has been fantastic for me to get to know you all, but also our attendees. And my attendees, thank you so much for being here and watching. Couple things before we all head out. A quick survey is going to appear. It'll take 5 questions, so less than 5 minutes after you close out your window. So please give us some feedback, sign up for more sessions, and remember, a recording will be available. So again, I want to thank you all so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.